Hey there, guys, and this is gonna be my another what if. I just came up, and y'all said it was cool, so I'm gonna do it. What if Asta and Liebe has so weird powers, but I'm gonna make it more cooler in this version, because this time Liebe is gonna be human, and it's gonna actually be Asta's brother in this version. So just keep that in mind. All right, I'm gonna begin the show how Asta and now his new brother Liebe as a human is at the orphanage with Yuno. After that, after Asta and Liebe was actually and Yuno were actually challenging to become the Wizard King. For some reason, Asta and Liebe noticed something. They have different kind of powers than average human, actually average magic people. But they don't dwell on it right now until they train their body into literally the original Asta. Until they train in the forest, basically. Trains on his wind. And until they turn 15, Asta and Liebe know they're physically strong and physically more powerful now. After that, it came the grimoire ceremony. Everything goes original. Now with Liebe's there, they don't get a grimoire. For some reason, they don't. They ran out to train some more until they saw Yuno getting attacked by mages, and he defeated the first two, but the chain mage was a problem. So they both jumped down and started helping Yuno until they got smacked to the wall. After Yuno gave this speech to Liebe and Asta, they said they will never give up until we beat this guy. And something actually started to happen. They see two figures. For Asta's side, it's a guy with orange hair. And then Liebe sees a guy with black hair. They said if you want to defeat this guy, then say out my name. At this time, Ichigo's name, after basically basically Ichigo's name is now Zangetsu now in this timeline. Another guy's name is no. For Liebe, it's gonna be more different. The guy with the black hair is gonna be called hold on, let me think. Actually, never mind, because the one with the black hair is the original Zangetsu, so basically there's two Zangetsus, so basically, yeah. But before they can say his name, actually a book appeared between Liebe and Asta. And literally, in this timeline, soul reaping powers are basically kind of like magic, but not fully magic. The only thing they will show is their swords and the techniques they can use. So basically, yeah, here comes this part. When they both say Zangetsu, they literally sent a big slash that cut through the wall and almost killed the guy. Almost. Until they looked at their hands, they see they have swords. Well, Liebe Zangetsu is basically like in the Bleach episode when Ichigo had had to fight Zangetsu, the white version of him. He had to fight. Imagine the Ichigo sword, the one with the white at the bottom, like the silver at the bottom. I mean the black at the bottom, and the white at the top. Imagine the black at the top, and then the other part at the bottom. Basically like that. It's basically the colors are switched around from the Zangetsu sword. It's like that. Until they say, we did it. We got our grimoires. And at this time, required basically not war, but they all put the fist bump and said, "We all better become the Wizard King." They made this an oath, so they set off into their training. Asta and Liebe actually trained because for some reason their both powers are similar, so they train together. They still get trained under the they get trained under the sword master Asta originally got trained under, so they master that sword very quickly. And now he's looking at his book and reading basically certain stuff because he cannot use Bankai. So is Liebe. They cannot use Bankai. So they are basically practicing on stamina and release techniques. So basically they can run in the sky now. Out of this time skip, basically they can run in the sky like original Sword Reapers, and they can do the Getsu potential a lot, like 10 slashes only, 10 Getsu controls only, and they can flash step. Yeah, y'all thought I was gonna forget the flash step. Yeah. But at first they could not do it because every time when they do a flash step, it literally gives them a toll. Until they start keep practicing more and more, they got used to flash step, and they wonder how far their speed will go in flash step. So they tested it. Liebe was all the way on the other side of Skull. Asta was on the other side, and he said, "Alright, Asta, do it." He flashed up. He was instantly right next to Liebe. But in Asta's turns, he was running so fast. But in Liebe's turns, he teleported. So, oh yeah. Once they use this, grab the swords, they get their Shiminami clothes, like those things that Ichigo had. So basically, yeah. But actually, Liebe gets to the white version, and Asta gets the black version. And to the next step, they said the only way to reach the next level of your weapon is Bankai, but they cannot master it, but they get the GIFs. So they basically, after the time skip, they head off to the capital. Knows they are fast. They are quick. They dashed through the sky and flashed up. Yeah, and their grimoires on the next level. How there was a 5th leaf? They're like a 7-leaf grimoire. For Asta, 7-leaf. Liebe is actually an 8-leaf. So they're basically both on equal terms. So yeah, they dashed into the Magic Knights exam. They turn in the grimoires, and people are shocked about Liebe and Asta's 7 and 8 leaf clovers. They're shocked about having a 4-leaf, so they let them in. Asta doesn't run into Ami or Liebe, so oh shoot. So yeah, came the broom test. Knows he could fly on the broom, but the next thing he didn't know, Asta and Liebe are literally walking in the sky without the brooms. The captains are shocked how they're flying, and they really at this time cannot sense their magic or soul reaper powers. Because the Soul Reaper powers are kind of like magic in a way in their verse, because they can feel it, but not all the way. So they passed that, and then the anti-magic birds cannot even get close to Liebe and Asta at all, because their pressure is literally immense. They don't even know they're even leaking this much power out, so they don't know. Until it became the creation thing, they barely touched the seed and then grow the tree. Asta's like a little bit of black, but Liebe's is white, so they are just like, After that, it became the 1v1 combat. Some people already know not to challenge Asta, but a royal. Actually, nah, I'm not gonna do royals 30 anymore, but nah, I'm gonna do it. Actually, this is gonna be a 2v2 match. No. Okay. Liebe beats his royal mage. Yeah, his royal mage basically. Asta was next, because Liebe was destroying them with flash step. And then when they say begin, Asta dashed without no mores, pulled the sword out, and the Shinigami clothes came out. Smacked him on the flat side of the sword. He was knocked out. It came to always get in a one. You know that. After that, this became team selection. Some didn't get picked at all until against the all hands was raised. When it came to Asta, only Captain Yami raised his hand. And he even chose the Black Bull because he really, at this time, Asta don't like royals, but when he can tell some royals are hurting, so he could tell to trust most of them. And he chose Yami because he cool. Liebe, Yami again. And he said bet. After that, they go with their respective teams. Black Bull Hideout. Came to test. After that, after Asta and Liebe meet everybody, well, shit. I'm gonna think about who am I gonna hook Liebe up with. Think about it. Who am I? Nah, never mind. I'll do that later. After it came out, Asta was first against Magma. All the test original Asta did, but he broke the rock and broke most of the things. So when it came to the fireball one, Asta wanted to challenge this. So he said, "Bring it on, Magma." And he said, bet. He threw his strongest fireball at Asta. And then Asta literally said, like, he raised his sword up and said, Getsuga Tencho. I hope I said that right. Getsuga Tencho. Getsuga Tencho, I guess. Getsuga Tencho. Whatever. He slashed. It cut the fireball in half. And it passed Magma's head. And everybody was shocked except for Liebe because he knows. And he said, your magic might be cool. And he said, bet. And they said, should Liebe go up? And he said, no. Asta said no because he said Liebe is his brother and he has literally the same powers as him. Yeah, so don't try. After that, Luck was getting excited so much to fight Asta and Liebe. Asta and Liebe said, nah, he might go wild. So, nah. After that, Liebe and Asta get their own rooms, chill, get around to the base until Asta And Liebe noticed a silver-haired lady that basically does her royalty status thing. Asta and Liebe really don't care about her royal status because they can tell this woman is hurting. But Liebe still don't like girls like Asta do, so like no, he doesn't like girls that like have attitude. So Liebe don't like those. Asta does. He just don't know why. After explaining the chill, Noel throws a robe on the floor and after shooting a water ball at Magma a lot. After that, Liebe and Asta do the original training until they hear a lot of water. After that, they went and go see Noelle. Noelle was struggling to control her magic. After that, after like seeing her mess and then she get more frustrated, they can tell she's more frustrated, but they thinking if they move, she might get triggered. But Asta actually stepped on a twig like a dumbass he is. And she said, "Who's there?" and come out. Asta came out like a dumbass. Liebe didn't, so she was literally about to lose her mind, like about to blow, like use her full crazy power extent like an anime. But Asta said, "Calm down. He just want to help. Like literally, like I see you struggling, and I want to help you get stronger." Before, she heard those words. She didn't snap, like blow up with her magic. She like stopped and looked at him like, "What do you mean?" Like, because I see you struggling and I can feel your pain. That's one of my other magic abilities. I can basically feel your pain. She said, "What do you mean? I can tell you've been hurt." That's what Asta is basically telling her right now. And I don't like people getting hurt, even the royalty or not. I don't like seeing people like you get hurt. She literally started to cry, and then Liebe left because he doesn't want to be in this moment like that. He and Asta and Noelle started talking, actually calming her down. Until Noelle explained her story, Asta is fuming like about this whole situation about the siblings and the mother and all that. So his spiritual pressure actually snaps, not fully but almost. Liebe can sense this. He said, "Asta, calm down. I can feel their power from here." He said, "Sorry, I snapped a little." But Noelle can't feel it because Asta's pressure is so low multiplier. Only Liebe can feel it. But once they get that bond, guys, it's gonna be fun. After that, Asta started training Noelle and to keeping her stamina up. So Noelle got some gains a little bit. And she can keep up with fast reflexes thanks to Asta trying to almost slaughtering her. She got the better hands of her magic, so she can hit targets straight up. But Noelle wonders, can she make a sword though out of water? She's thinking, so she's basically training to match a sword like Asta, but the problem is she made a katana. She said the sword is nothing like Asta's sword. But she can feel there's a lot of power into it, so she just practices later. Actually, it is a big sword, almost close to Asta, but I'm going to make something interesting. So, in this time skip, Noelle is watching Asta and Liebe fight until Noelle asks Asta about and Liebe about the grimoires, and they explain how they got them, and not fully understanding, but she understands, and now she knows they have a next level of power they can't access yet. But they said we almost got it there. So basically, yeah, they're almost there. Until it came the mission of Magma's village, Asta and Noel and Magma and Liebe went, finished the boards, and went to the village before the old man can literally die, almost die. And Magma noticed Asta and Liebe are running through the sky or flash stepping quick, so he can tell. And he's holding Noel on his back, Asta. For some reason, Asta feels like Noel has a feeling for him, so he keeps this quiet until then. Liebe already knows, but he just like, whatever. Like he's like that bad version attitude. After the Saucy Village incident, after saving the old man this time, and not capturing because they do sacrifice themselves basically. At that becomes a dungeon. After that it's a dungeon. So basically, after going there with Luck runs off again, and they just face palm, all three, Asta, Noel, and Liebe. After fighting these plants, after Noel not getting caught by those, made his appearance, and they say what's up, and Noel say what's up to Mimosa. And Liebe's looking at her like she's cute. And so y'all see what I mean. So after that, Klaus is making fun of the Black Bulls. Liebe and Asta and Noel just daggered at him like, what you just say, boy, dude? And he looked scared, and then he actually made the challenge for them to go down to the treasure hall. They said bet, but they know Luck is in trouble because they can feel his pressure going down, so they just dashed over there. After defeating the smoke mage, they went down. It's almost dead. Almost got smacked with a big ass sword. Asta and Liebe just smacked that sword and broke it in half. And he said, they said, are you alright, Yuno said, yeah, I'm fine. I was trying to pay my debt to you. And I had a secret plan about everything. They said, bull crap. Y'all, you don't have no plan. You was about to get killed if I wasn't here. They would go back and forth with this dude. Yeah, they was going back and forth with until Lars was getting like madder and madder about his past and all that, and then started attacking them. Asta in this time basically are mollywopping Lars. Yeah, they mollywop Lars, and then he's captured by the weak mage, Klaus's magic. And he was holding his grimoire in the treasure hall. Yeah, so basically in the treasure hall, they was looking around the muse. Found the wind spirit, like in original, since the the anti-magic demon slayer is in Liebe's book, but he can't use that for some reason. He didn't fully awaken it. And Asta found the Demon Dweller sword. And then once it reacted to Asta's touch, it went into its grimoire, and it became a different color. Now they both have anti-magic swords, but they can't use it for some reason. And then after they hear Noel and Mimosa getting hurt, after Mimosa is healing Noel and herself. Yeah, actually, after Asta and Liebe get smacked on a sneak attack, after seeing Noel get hurt, and Liebe is like Noel's like a sister to Liebe, and Asta's like like he wanted to confess to Noel, so basically that happened. They said, "You bastard." After Lars said, "The weak torments the," how do you say it? "Only the strong is better than the weak." After hearing that, Asta and Liebe fumed, and literally this power of the book like went to literally say Bon Kai. When they see that, in furious rage, they literally their spiritual pressure was so immense. Lars was actually getting kind of scared. And they said, if you hurt Noel like that again, we will destroy you. Actually, they said, nah, period, we're gonna destroy you permanently. They literally put their, after this spirit pressure went away, they literally put their swords right in front of them, like side to side. And they said, literally, Bon Kai. That's when the power released. It destroyed like the roof of the thing, but it still stabilized until Mars looked at them, and they're in different color suits. One in black and kind of white. One in white but half mostly black. And they said, "Get ready to die." Literally say like, well, one final move. Zahn. Hold on. They literally said zero. I'm like, Jessica, 10 scope, but the blade, the slashes for Liebe, it was white. Now it's like, but now his slashes are like kind of blue-ish now, and the Asta is black like Ichigo's, so it hit him straight on. Send Lars flying out the cave. After that slash, they literally fell down from their Bankai because they were not used to that level of power. After they ran up and carried Asta and the rest of the treasures, and then basically the original happened. So yeah, in their mindscape, they are fighting. They're in the hollows cells, so one that looks like Asta but in white, but one for Liebe, since he's white, one looks black. After that, they fought their hollows. Nothing happened in the real world because it's more composed, and Asta and Liebe was more compared for this because it did warn them about hollows inside them. So yeah, that was already prepared. So they have the mask unlocked now. So after that, they wake up, and this is where I'm gonna end off right here. So peace out, guys. Bye.